Hello,
Let's go,
boys.
Let's go.
On November 18th of 2021, the Deprogram podcast became a thing.
Ooh.
Just so that you understand how much has changed and how long 4 years can be, let me throw you back at a 5-point time travel experience.
Ooh.
In the same month when we released our first episode 199 episodes ago, Kyle Rittenhouse
Oh my God.
had his court date starting.
Wow. All right.
Joe Biden started a quote, once-in-a-generation $1 trillion infrastructure bill. I think we
Build
talked
back
about
better.
it. Build Back Better. Dude, I forgot that even existed. And in the same month, he assured key donors and allies that he plans to run for a second presidential term in 2024. COVID, its death toll, to be more precise, had hit 5 million when we started.
Jeez.
R. Kelly was convicted for doing very bad things. Eric Adams got elected as mayor of New York City. The cop guy. Jesus Christ. And that's pretty much it. 4 years, gentlemen. 4 beautiful years. Everything has changed, yet nothing has changed. Thank you.
4 years.
being
Wait,
you.
what?
Yeah, dog.
It's been 4 years. No,
It's been 4
Has it
years,
4
homie.
years?
We started
Yes, it's
2021.
been-
Jesus
Oh my God,
Christ,
swear.
I am out of it. My God, do you want to know? Hold on.
He's been tired the whole time, folks.
Exactly right. Oh my God, on brand. You know, I came and I sat here with these boys, and I am seated in a luxurious robe. It's not really. It's just what's it called? I came out of the shower, and I was like, "Fuck." That's why I told the guys 10 minutes, please.
I forgot our 200th episode. The balls on this guy. Jesus.
Because I had to joink it in the fucking toilet.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So so the goods are out. If you guys want to reach,
Oh, hell yeah.
you can jangle my little penny bag if you want.
Please.
There might be a caramel melt in there for you.
Well, if you've listened to the 199 episodes and you didn't expect this, listener, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what
There
to
you
tell
go.
you.
Yeah.
I think, low-key, me and JT are more shook than any listener, okay?
Yeah.
I actually have. Maybe we need to go to the roots. I have a story for you that goes
Okay.
back to it's the story of a very old scrotum. What, people love it? What, you
Once
don't
upon
want
a
me to say?
time,
it?
there was an
Or-
old sack.
No, this is the interesting thing. This sack that I looked at this man was almost 90 years old. So we're looking at Great Depression dick. But this was not the reason that was interesting. What was interesting is, you know, the little Weinstein skin condition that
Oh, like liver spots.
Yeah, exactly right. That Gorbachev had,
Yeah.
right? He had that on the head of his penis. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah,
Legendary.
exactly right.
Super original. I like that.
Yeah,
like, your dick
exactly right.
is
Avant-garde.
actually like no one else's.
Exactly
you
right.
never
Limited
know if-
edition.
You never know whether your when your partner tells you, "Damn, son, your dick different than anyone else's."
I
If it's
think he
because of its
developed this
impressive
across-
size, or if it's just the aesthetic of it, the paint
So there
job
we
you
go.
got on it, the limited Counter-Strike skin you got it. Yeah. Do we get a limited podcast skin for this? What
yeah.
what does the lizard people conspiracy behind every single podcast on planet Earth give us for 200 episodes?
We
I
get
think
our
we are in
first
what?
taste of adrenochrome.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I want it exclusively from Asian babies, okay? They taste a little bit better, okay? But
God.
but 200 episodes, you said what? 2 to 3%? Let's toot our
Yeah.
own horn for a little bit. Like most shows don't make it past episode 3.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you realize whether your show is successful or unsuccessful when you've only done 3 episodes?
I don't
Like,
know.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Me
I
and
think
my
it's-
bros talked about the fucking Godfather trilogy in 3 episodes, and we thought that the whole planet was going to lose their shit over our incredibly hot takes. Why aren't there 7,000 listeners tuning in every week, my bro?
Might as well pack it in. Yeah, we our secret, dear listener, is that we did not give a shit about anybody listening to us. We were just here to talk to each other because we are all our beloveds. But yeah, that's whack. I looked up the statistics. It's 90% of podcasts fold before the first 10 episodes, or was it 8? Something ridiculous like that. Like, you got to have some kind of will to continue. Like, come
but it's
on.
also, I think, like the people who support us, that we're so thankful for. Of course, when we started the podcast, and we still use this service called Buzzsprout for like measuring certain indicators and whatnot, and the first like month we smashed all of their their
achievements. We got all the badges.
Yeah, all of them. And they're like, oh, okay, there's nothing more. Apparently, I guess other people it takes months or years or something to get there, but we did it very quickly, and it's just thanks to the lovely people who listen to us, who we can't thank enough. Genuinely, we would not be able to do this.
Of course, we had an unfair advantage coming with like 3 built-in audiences to this new project.
That's
and of
true.
course, you got Nick's beautiful, wonderful marketing brain that really gave us a strong start. Do you boys remember we were ahead of the Jordan Peterson podcast our release week?
I love it.
We
Yeah,
were
that
at the
was
very
hype.
top
That
of
was
the
hype.
education list.
I love it.
Yeah.
See, there we go. That's how based we are. I don't know what to tell people.
And
but
10
that's-
shadow bans afterwards, we still doing pretty well. We're
That's
like in
actually
the top
speaking
1% of shows, which is crazy.
Speaking of shadow bands, we have matured. We have reached a new stage of development. We were but a little slug that have cocooned and then subsequently emerged as a gorgeous butterfly. What am I talking about, dear gentlemen and envies and ladies and everybody in between? It is the fact that our subreddit, which by the way barely has anything to do with us. Anyway, it
Most
stopped
people are like,
having
"There's a
anything to do with
podcast?"
us.
Its own beautiful mess. They
it has
did their own thing, which God bless.
Yeah, exactly right. God bless them. But they did their own thing from maybe like the second week that we had.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right? Like in the beginning, it was like, oh, just conversations about these 3 freaks and whatever. And then some guy came in and he was like, so what's your opinion about China? And then just civil wars for like the next 3 fucking years.
It.
It's incredible.
And then a man with a very small face, a anatomically, a freakishly small face, abnormal within the lower percentile face. A man who stares back at you with that fetal alcohol syndrome stare. He decided to turn into a fountain, and when that happened, people were like, "Oh, I guess My favorite meme about him was the Turning Point USA. It was like, "Hey liberals!"
The worst thing that happened on that day by far was our Reddit getting what happened to our Reddit?
Nuked from
Got
orbit.
zucked.
Exactly.
We got zucked, boys.
We go zuki.
But we were saying it's a rite of passage.
On 9/11, my guy,
love it, yeah.
on 9/11, the
Second
the
ban
worst
has
thing.
hit.
the Reddit towers have
If you
fallen
remember,
on 9/11.
If you remember, what's it
That's-
called? At first we were restricted, I think, and then immediately within like 10 minutes, it's like a second ban has hit the Deprogram subreddit.
By the way, we have nothing to do with it. We disavow whatever they were saying that got them banned, all that stuff. We were just we just enjoy the memes here.
Funnily enough, most likely not to start shit, but low-key to start shit because I'm a petty little bitch. But it didn't even have anything to do with the fetal alcohol syndrome fountain guy. But like some people being like, yo, the fountain thing, I wish that happened to other people. And then people from other communities immediately noticed that. And then bam, 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 screenshots, bam, bam, bam. And the Reddit soy boys were immediately like, no, we hate fountains. No,
This is shit,
even though you have so many Reddits where people, post
Yeah.
memes about that.
Dude, this genocide
but that's
of course.
of course.
It's ridiculous. But the thing that was interesting to see is that the subreddit became like what? Like a top 1% as well? It was,
Yeah,
it was.
the
90,000
biggest
people.
leftist space, dude. Literally the biggest
Jesus
leftist
Christ,
space.
that
Well,
is insane
we
to
inherited
think
the
about.
crown from the Chapo after they got
And
nuked.
then Jen Zedong.
And then Jen Zedong got nuked, and then it was the Deprogram.
Okay,
know,
wonder
so-
what it... There's still, as is the moment of recording, there is still more tanky deprogram or something like that. It's called.
Something
Oh, interesting.
Like that,
Yeah.
The-
So
the-
do go
the-
check. I think that one has like 20,000. By the way, it's a fairly
now it's
sizable.
growing. Yeah, it had like 5, and now it grew to like 20.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
God
yeah.
bless.
So there will be the refugee subreddits, and we'll see if they also get get
But,
zucked.
but isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Because you had like a relatively still very strict but relatively open leftist community of like a lot of different kind of denominations. But you see how it goes. Like the state of Reddit cracks down on political activism, which further radicalizes them. So now the deprogram Reddit is dead, but tanky the deprogram gets
Carry
the
torch.
masses.
Let
carry the
100
torch.
let 100 subreddits bloom.
No,
My God.
please.
So yeah, so that was a beautiful occurrence.
But yeah, as Hakeem said, like as Hakeem beautifully said, I just really want to underpoint what Hakeem said. When your Reddit gets banned, that's when you know you made it. You know, that's your serious shit. It's your first big cancellation, right? So our dicks are bigger than yours. Fuck you. Not talking to our audience, talking to all other podcasters whose Reddits were never banned.
Exactly right. What are you doing wrong? You're not.
You're not violating terms of service at all hours.
When will you start posting the addresses and personal phone numbers of your elected officials?
Disavow. Parody.
I just said posting. I didn't say anything. I didn't say to do anything necessarily.
It's just in posting is illegal. Yeah. Won't be long.
Officially.
Oh my God. I love it. But that's that. We will now enter into the most beautiful segment of all, which is the glazing the audience section. Genuinely, from the depth of our hearts, we would not be here without you guys. We would not be doing this. We would not have the ability to do this. JT was slapped with a multi-$1,000 bill for a toddler putting a single cloth, a single towel over a sink cover. You should have seen the photos he sent us. Yeah. This man had holes in his ceiling from the caving in of the sheer weight of the flooding.
Was living in a jet turbine for 4 days with those dehumidifiers and giant air movers. It was so loud, and the dogs were stressed, and the kids were stressed.
By the way, don't make he has this the fancy little studio behind him. He's in a shed that is like 4 by 5 meters. This man is a glorified Guantanamo cell.
12 by 16 prefab tough shed from Home Depot.
Exactly right. I think if I were to spit on the side of it, it will. So it's without your guys' help and support and love and it would not be possible. I would be somehow working even more than I do had it not been for you guys. But hey, actually, call to action. Give us more.
Let me hold on that. Let me talk at y'all. Let me talk at y'all that ain't subscribed to the Deprogram Patreon. I was listening to some other podcasts the other day because, believe it or not, I have other interests. And they all run ads all the time. Like, it's every 5 minutes. It's 3 15 to 30 second ads. I'm like, this is unbearable. Like, we do not make a cent on any of the streaming platforms because we refuse to do that because it's obnoxious and miserable to listen to.
See the emails we sent them back. I remember when we first came in. I remember the first couple of emails like, "Hey, we loved it." We're like, "Shut the fuck you."
Cordially, kill yourself. No. Well, we've promised to never ever run ads. So we will take this one opportunity because we always pitch the Patreon at the very end. But on episode 200, we will give a heartfelt request, a humble request, hat in hand. If you are not subscribed to the Patreon, that is the only way the Deprogram makes money, besides merch, and that is the only way we can keep doing this. And we feel incredibly fortunate to have been able to make people laugh, to add a little bit of joy and levity in what is often a miserable time. But also do a little education and stuff. And if you have the
bit of deprogramming,
He said it. He said the thing.
But if you have the means to support us, it's $5 a month, something like that. You get access to the Discord. You get
Honestly, we're doing them. Honestly, we're doing you guys a favor. It's not that I want your money. It's that I want you to get access to this fantastic, fabulous, actually unironically really good content. Like unironically,
it's fun.
The few things I listen to, like I've taken upon myself to be the proof listener or reader or whatever of the stuff when they go up. So before they go up, I listen to every episode, from beginning to end. And if there's anything that I noticed that JT may have missed, very rarely, he's a fantastic producer, then I let him know and then he fixes it and that's that. But the only episodes that, because I don't, like, I've heard this, I lived this, I don't need to fucking listen. The only things that I go back to are some of our exclusive and bonus stuff. Genuinely, it's good. It's good work. And we make it with so much love, like all the rest of the things that we do. Of course, on top of the, like, for example, merch discounts that people get and the access to the Discord and Habibi tier people if you support us at that particular level and so on and so forth. And finally, and this is me personally, I work a ridiculous amount of hours. As part of my, as a medical resident, you just have to. It fucking sucks, but I bite that bullet. But as many people also are well aware, medical residents get paid dog shit. I think it would be easier. I've made this joke before. That they pay us in like an old plastic bag filled with already pre-chewed chicken bones, and maybe some holes with socks in them. That's what works well for us.
Yeah.
That's about. By the way, they're musty.
Oh.
That's basically what we get paid. So if it wasn't for having this outlet, I would, instead of doing this, I would have to go and do like extra work after hours, working like these more minor emergency unit things to make ends meet. That's generally the vibe that I would have to live. And that's why I'm so incredibly thankful to have this. And hopefully, inshallah, I'll get to scale down a little bit more so I can join these two boys in maximizing the quality and the content that we give you. That's just me. So sorry for taking over the podcast for a minute.
No. And let me add as well. I mean, mine is a very easy TLDR and kind of the good ending of Hakim's current predicament, right? I get to do this. I get to do this. And it's thanks to you beautiful pieces of shit, right? I sleep so well at night because I genuinely feel like I do contribute to the cause, especially through the Deprogram. I sleep well at night because I find great passion in what we do. And I sleep well at night because I know I have a very serious and very decent safety net provided to me by our patrons and to the same extent by my two brilliant colleagues that are not colleagues, are my fucking friends. Even higher level than comrade, in my opinion. But so yeah, just a thank you. And if there's anybody out there who might consider boosting that safety net, the more you boost the safety net, my friend, the more experimental we can be, the more direct we can be, the more unhinged we can be. And that's it.
The nice thing is as long as we have independent grassroots support, even if the Deprogram gets nuked from orbit, like on Spotify or Apple Podcast or whatever, we still have the Patreon as a place to put the stuff. Like, we're not gonna. That is where our money comes from. So we are not beholden to any of this corporate bullshit, which is so freeing. So thank you again for all your support. We know this has been a long Patreon pitch / thank you. But genuinely, it is only because of this and you guys that are listening that this is possible. So thank you. Mwah, mwah. Ear tickles. Roll the music. Well, howdy, y'all. Can you believe we're here? Episode 200. I'm here with my fellows, my boys. So we asked the patrons, our highest tier patrons, at our last chat. By the way, you can join us in our chats at the highest tier on the patreon.com/Deprogram. We asked what they would like to see, and they said that they loved what we did last time, 2 years ago, for our episode 100 special, which was taking a walk down memory lane. So we asked you lovely people in the Discord, and we collected a bunch. Let me scroll through. Yeah, we collected a lot of clips here.
Yeah, they kept coming in as well. I think we've officially set a cutoff, right? I don't think we're...
Yeah.
Because there was a lot. And there's which was a shame because there's some really good ones that came in late as well. But they, they'll be
special
useful,
shout out to the patrons that actually provided the clips.
Oh my gosh, sorting
them,
I put them to work.
Them.
I put our little piggies to work. There's some clips where I was like, I have no fucking idea where to even begin. It's like one sentence. It was like, oh, that was so funny. I'm like, find it. I don't.
Yeah, please.
I'm at my wit's end. All right.
Yeah, the nerd emoji gang pops in. I was like, here you go, timestamp.
Two people especially, though, I really want to say before we continue: Alcoholic Finn and Comrade Paul. Okay, you guys killed it with the fucking clips. Mad fucking respect. And additional respect to Alcoholic Finn for spamming the Discord with the fucking annoying ass fucking meme about how I'm late with my fucking posting.
He does it at 2 a.m. He waits until it's cheating. Like the clock just ticks over to Friday. No. Wait until at least past 4 a.m., man.
But he's basically our unpaid marketing social media guy because he's 99% of the reason why I post shit on time. Like, I have anxiety over
you still don't
over an Alcoholic Finn giving me shit. It's not you guys, it's not the listeners, it's Finn.
Yeah.
It's Finn.
Absolutely. Hugo's the most organized out of all of us, and when he wants to be, goddamn, is he great. But sometimes I'm like, my guy, where the fuck is it? Where is it?
It's like somewhere in a mountain finding a bear and hiding from the police or some shit. It's always looking for a 5G connection inside of the corpse of a deer. Building it from the antlers, like, I must get the episode out.
I love it.
All right, dear piggies. We're just going to jump right in, and we're going to take a little stroll down memory lane of the last 100 episodes with an asterisk, because some of these, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 clips that are technically before episode 100, but they were requested, so we're going to start with those. So, let's begin.
We salute you for your service, and
Thank you.
The people listening will notice that there is a severe dearth of our favorite good boy JT, and that's because he has some family responsibility, so he couldn't join us for today. This won't be a recurring thing that often. Every once in a while, one of us might be missing because we just absolutely couldn't make it. This is not an issue, nor is it an insult to Lady. It's not like he was like, I absolutely refuse to be on board if she's the guest. No, nothing of the sort.
There's like too many Muslims in this podcast already. One, two now. Oh my God, my white soul cannot take it.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry, Hakeem. Assalamu alaikum. I'm so sorry.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. It's perfectly fine. We exchanged salams in the email, so it's fine. It carries over. Don't worry.
Okay, we're good. We're not going to hell. We're good.
Yes. I was gonna say it feels good for what's it called, the Deprogram to now be a Muslim majority podcast. Okay.
Yes.
So you got Nick. I'm gonna need you to pay the jizya tax now. You're gonna get some options.
It took me 500 years, and now I'm back even in my own podcast. God damn it! It's fine.
I'm gonna need some Christian boys to take to make into janissaries. All right. So
okay, I'll give you 2 of my sons. Is it too much? I mean.
There we go. See, now I'm comfortable. I'm teasing. All right.
History repeats itself. Convert or die.
I'm glad I missed being forcibly converted to being Muslim.
Exactly right.
You left me alone, man. You left me alone. I never felt more white in my life.
I'm sorry.
I never felt like I need a white American in the same room with me.
Okay.
Holy fucking shit.
Episode 21. I'm trying to remember what my family obligation would have been at that point. That would have been
paying the jizya, apparently.
What's the jizya tax?
They come to our fucking countries, our fucking podcasts. There you go.
That's what I'll make JT pay. That's what I make him pay every time we go to a hotel. The jizya tax is like a poll tax that like exemption from being in the military. You pay a tax. And it was usually around the same times, and a lot of times lower than the zakat that Muslims have to pay. So the tax that only Muslims have to pay. So yeah, but the joke being there is that Hugo is a perfect Balkan boy who I'm gonna groom to be I'm gonna groom him to storm the gates of Vienna, which basically he already does. I love it.
We have already overtaken Vienna. We have done what you guys never could. Okay, through passports, my friend, the greatest knife of modern.
The Turks hopped over. They just went to Germany directly. I don't know why people requested this clip.
Who knows? But we'll whatever you people want to hear. We're game.
I feel I've gotten a lot more natural with the thing. I don't and as much as I used to. But maybe that's.
I cut them out a lot now.
Oh, okay. All right. Very nice. We'll
Moving
do that
on.
my clip too, please.
No. Episode 39. Oh.
Yeah, and I will never pay the fucking jizya, okay?
I'll make you pay another kind of tax, Habibi.
Yeah, your jizz always.
Stop. Episode 39. Hubba let's go.
I want to put it beneath them. I remember when he got COVID, there was this big fucking hubbubalub. What do you again?
Get it with the hubbubalub.
It's hubbubalub, isn't it?
It's still hullabaloo.
Oh fuck! I pulled something. It's fuck you. Fuck you, it's hullabaloo now. That's such a fucking Arab fuck up.
We're printing hats with hubbabalub on it.
I don't even know if it would be racist for me to do that. But it's...
No, you can ululate if you want.
Okay, 2 clips in a row, just on basically the same topic. What the fuck was our audience obsessed with? That was
I love it. I don't even remember what the context was. But again, yes, I stand by hubbub. I believe it's become also a term, a standardized term of the Deprogram glossary.
And we still don't have merch with hubbabalub on it.
It's insane.
What is that, 161 episodes later, we still don't have it. Maybe this next merch run we're doing hubbabalub hats.
Well, this is the problem with planned economies, right? They can't account for the...
Fail to consider it.
Yeah.
No, I can't even say it properly. Oh, God fucking damn it, man.
Hullabaloo is the right word. Hubbabalub is the better word.
Exactly right. See, there you go. I love it.
All right. We've actually got
want it, we'll make it.
Agreed, 100%. Sound off in the comments. Next clip, episode 98.
No, beautifully added, beautifully put, Habibi. As is my stereotype to say it, but the reason I say it so often is because of how beautiful Yukopnik's points always are. So you can blame him. Habibi.
No, please always say it. You're like my fucking ideological daddy. Whatever you tell me, beautiful point is like my week is better. So yeah, I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. I know I'm sucking your dick right now, but I wish I was kidding.
Habibi. No. Now, after that interlude of extreme bro love. And several ejaculations. Sorry. We're getting back to the important point, which is the mass line, and that doesn't mean... I'm sorry. All right.
But wouldn't if you put coke on a dick, wouldn't it get the guy, like, even if the guy doesn't snort, but the guy who has coke on his dick, wouldn't it get him high? At least if it gets on the glands. On the glands? Not even the glands? I would get him high if it's on the glands.
No, he won't get high. He'll get slight numbing on the area that is placed on.
Okay, like on the teeth shit. Okay.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Like he was like, trust me.
Trust me. Yeah, bro, I've been there.
I put coke on my dick.
Dude, I use like lidocaine and carbocaine stuff. I use them almost daily. Not on myself, like on patients.
I'm really into the numbing sensation.
Exactly right. It helps me last longer when we go.
He's just supporting my theory that, like, secretly, you know, he's hating on alcohol, but he's like the hardcore fucking coke fiend.
I'm the biggest cokehead.
Hardcore coke fiend.
Oh my god.
I love that our conspiracies are so consistent. 200 episodes in, their conspiracies still stand strong, and my questions never make any sense when it comes to the medical field. I apologize for the behavior of my brain.
But I'm beginning to see
my ideological daddy. Yes.
I'm beginning to see a problem with these clips, because we have this whole list of clips that were requested, and then we have a specific folder labeled homoerotic folder, and I think there's going to be a lot of overlap between the general list and the homoerotic list. So
absolutely. One commentary on this is you know, in like the both in the 80s and in like the 20s, when there would be these doctors on coke treating patients, I would love to. I would absolutely. I'm tired. I would 100%. If it was like, oh, in order to get licensed, you need to do coke. Like, I would absolutely, yes. Give it to
somebody
me.
Added levitating zoinked Leonid head right now.
Absolutely.
All right, moving on. We've got 2 episodes or clips from episodes that we don't know the number of, but I'm pretty sure they're both after episode 100. So here you go, gang. We are now into the official stretch of episodes 100 to 200. This one is titled American Ice and Fridges. I got a food-related one, or somewhat. Ice. Ice in every drink in the United States is a stereotype, apparently. I didn't know this was a thing, but that is more or less accurate. Thinking about it, if it doesn't come from a can, I am pretty much going to put ice in it. Unless it's something weird, like I wouldn't put ice in orange juice or something like that. But
what you prove it makes absolute sense. In orange juice is amazing. What the one thing that I love ice.
Oh no!
No, it might be watered down. Oh boy, the literal poison that I drink, carbonated out of a can, is okay, but orange juice, no.
God forbid. No, yeah, we like our cold beverages here: iced tea, ice water. Do you guys not do when we've been traveling? That is something I've noticed. We have not traveled in the States. Nobody puts ice in their drinks. It's brought to the table. No ice.
Yeah, you gotta ask for ice as an additional thing, so they bring it, but otherwise they won't put it.
Also
in.
a hygiene thing in most.
Yeah, I
most
figured
places.
with the water source.
That's
But
number
Hakeem
one.
helped me out. Like I really want to hate on JT because that's like half of the premise of this show. But are there negatives to drinking? Because you just hydrate more. So it sounds great and it's cool and nice.
You should drink. You should drink regular water. Ice cold water or just very cold water is not the best idea to always drink. It can give you upset tummy. Generally, that's why. Historically, as well as in most, like ancient cultures, quote unquote, so from China to the Arab world to Latin America, indigenous communities, Latin America, and whatnot, their traditions are to serve like slightly lukewarm water or just like room temp, not ice cold water. The idea is that it helps.
Well, they didn't have freezers with them little buttons you push to get the ice. Now, did they?
Whoa!
Mesopotamians with their ice machines.
Give me the ice box. I'm wondering, actually, hold on. Warm water. Let's see what NCBI has to say. The effects of water motility. The effects of water temperature on gastric motility and energy intake in healthy young men. Let's take a look. Consuming water at 2 degrees Celsius reduces energy intake, and this reduction may be related to the modulation of gastric motility. Interesting. So you can be constipated with water too cold. Let's see the effect of warm water intake on bowel movements. Interesting. Let's see.
What have I done?
The stereotype of old
flatus
ladies.
expulsion. So they're talking about ripping ass in the experimental group. No significant difference was detected in terms of time.
Why would you even test this?
But they balance it out, Hakeem. They balance it out a lot. Like I've been to the States plenty of times. They really balance it. Like the ice actually makes it cool. They have a massive cooler culture as well, like bringing coolers everywhere, like in a car, and then they will put not only for drinks. Like there you go, a stereotype that I really appreciate. They will even, so for example, cold cut sandwiches and so on that are much better when they're cold. They will take a cooler and then keep it inside, and you're going for a 5-hour trip, and then when you open either your juice or your thing, it's still cool. It's really like it's an additional step that doesn't take too much, that makes everything feel fresh at all times. So yeah, a stereotype I approve of.
Yay. I wonder if that comes from our road trip culture, where it's like, we're going to drive somewhere, it's going to take 6 hours, we're not stopping, so I'm going to put ice in this bag and make sure our food
I
stays
think
cold.
it's the sheer gluttony of the American population. It's like, how can we maximize our carbon footprint? I'm joking.
Roasting the poor Americans who have never done anything wrong.
Exactly right.
Okay, I stand by my ice thing. I will have ice in every drink. I got ice in this drink. Can you hear that? That's ice.
I heard. It's not even. You shaved the Arctic to get half of it in there. How much fucking ice do you need? How cold does it need to be?
Why do American soldiers get boinked everywhere? Because they carry their water with ice in it, and they're sneaking up on an enemy. It's like jingle bell,
like a cartoon sheriff with a key dangling.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you? There's a bottom to how cold the water can get. Why?
Because it's dope. Look, check it out.
and Europeans with their no ice.
Exactly. And it's not just the ice, goddammit. It's antibiotics. You should be on antibiotics all the time. You should be in therapy all the time. You should stop eating meat. The American way is right.
Hey, GT.
Yeah.
I bet them lips feel good feeling all cold like that.
Hey, ain't that right, partner? Hey, you should try it. You should try it.
Actually, you know what? I have tried. And me, daddy, like you. All right, let's get to fucking
Moving on.
JT, imagine we ever get in a massive fight with Hakeem. Like we would have the easiest lawsuit on our hands in the
100%.
history of humanity.
We have so much
just
data.
show episodes of the
have you all on
Deprogram
film
in court about
liking it
sexual
too.
harassment, and we already have like hundreds of thousands of literal witnesses. That, by the way, you are disgusting. Okay,
Of course,
disgusting.
you stood by
You are sitting,
while I
you stood by.
molested gladly.
Accomplices, all of you. All right, here we go. I killed him. Kissinger, episode 108.
Fourth time's the charm.
We're too
Guys,
excited.
I killed him. I killed him.
And
I'm the
there we go.
world's worst assassin.
Pulled from YouTube
World's
again.
worst assassin. Yet I killed him. I have taken his life because I cannot say I've taken his soul because he does not have.
He doesn't have one.
Who am I talking about, guys? Who have I killed?
Kissinger's dead, baby.
I honestly thought he was going to live forever. I am literally shaking and crying and throwing up and pissing myself right now.
Pissing and coming. Shitting and coming.
That was a good day, wasn't it, fellas?
Posting this with the context of the last 2 weeks is savage as fuck.
And that's why we're fucking doing it.
Yeah, I love it. My favorite part about the entire clip is that JT would not say the thing. You wouldn't say. You said, "Oh yeah, I'm crying and you finish it. You're pissing and shitting. You have to say the whole phrase.
Say the thing. And don't you worry, dear listeners, if you're wondering where the episode on the other person who died recently is, coming in a little bit. We're gonna give it a little time.
It'll be an autopsy report
to breathe.
Yeah, for it to marinate.
You
so I
heard it
can
here
write up the
first.
most scrumptious report. Don't worry, there will be notes, show notes
And that
for
will
you
be
to enjoy.
the final episode of the Deprogram with how everybody's been treated recently. All those firings and stuff. It's stupid.
Jeez.
All right, moving on. Oh, y'all, somebody requested a Volvo update.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And I want to contextualize it. This is episode 112. This is a year and a half ago. And listen to what he has to say about his fucking car that is probably still 1 year and a half later experiencing
us
the
how.
same shit. Please play it.
Let's play it a little here.
Play it, then give us an update.
All right, well, howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Deprogram. This is our last episode
Ever!
We're ending the show right now.
Astaghfirullah.
JK, we'll be here for many years to come. God willing, Nicolas Cage willing.
No way, man. It was hard enough for me to work with a fucking Muslim, but I had to
Jesus
work
Christ.
with a fucking American. Okay, that is too much.
It's a hard pill for me to swallow too.
Yeah.
Okay,
For you,
all
it's
right,
even more. Oh
fellas.
my fucking god! I'm doing my best to make this the last fucking episode.
Yeah, you sure are. We're gonna get canceled. We're gonna get pulled for hate speech against Americans.
Yeah. It helps. It helps that JT has an absolute fucking wagon.
That's true.
Exactly right. I'm not talking about that Volvo.
That is actually a great promise we should give them for 2024. More homoeroticism, okay?
Yeah, let's
much
crank it up.
more. We haven't been horny enough this year, I feel like.
We can deliver that before JT can actually deliver said Volvo.
You know what? I heard from the dude. He's like, he sent some pictures of the transmissions in now, the engine's in, they're all bolted together.
Oh, fantastic.
Suspensions
Yeah.
on. All this left
Tell
is
that
wheels and
story to
tires.
someone else who hasn't heard
He
this
said
for
a couple
100 times
weeks.
now.
He said a couple weeks.
This was 2023, my guy. 2023.
Oh, man.
JT, hit us with the update.
Yeah, car's fine. It's done. It's been done. It's been my daily for
done?
like a year. It
Okay,
did
yeah,
have
what
that
happens
problem.
with the oil that was bubbling?
It's done.
That would
It
have
did.
blown your shit clean off had you lifted
Yeah.
the fucking hood.
Correct.
It's done except
Yes.
for the parts that aren't done. Yes, okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine now. It was there was that one brief period where it was throwing the serpentine belt and it was shrieking at me from the inside, and the oil started bubbling and the power steering failed.
I love it.
But yeah, it's fine. It's done now. We just had to shim the front end of the accessory unit. But yeah, it's fine. That was 2023, end of 2023. So that summer, it would have been August, I think, of 2024 that the stupid car was finally delivered, like 6 months after I gave that update that was almost done.
When you first purchased, like when you first saw the vehicle, until you got to ride in it and it didn't blow up on you, what time frame were we thinking?
It drove when I got it. It was in rough shape, and the hood would like pop up while I was driving.
Of course, yes.
but
Only the
from when
utmost security and safety features.
From when I started the build process, let me check here.
Oh, he's busting out the phone.
Dude, 2-3 years, man.
Yeah.
Which is normal nowadays with Western supply lines. Doesn't it take like a year to get your car delivered even if you order it brand new?
Yeah,
So
stupid.
it's like literally takes you longer to build your car than to buy one from the factory.
Yeah.
I have a much more important question, JT. More important than how long did it take. Just how much of a future have you sabotaged for your infant child and your toddler?
Look.
Because of
I'll have you know that this costs less than the average car these days. I don't know if that's.
That's
I don't know.
Not
I don't know if that's accurate.
effort.
Yeah. I don't think that's.
I love the
accurate.
vagueness of the answer. All right, it's thoroughly understood. Heavy It's your joyride.
That was September of 2022. So that is 3 years ago.
It took you 2 years. 2 years, yeah.
Something like that.
Very communist of you, just like back in the Warsaw-packed countries. How long
put
it
in the
will take
order.
you to get a car. Fantastic.
I love it.
All right, moving on. My car is perfectly functional. Fuck you guys. Moving on. Episode 117. Disposable thumbs.
Racist rapists into, well, let's be honest, a bit less of violent racist rapists. Jokes aside. Revolution is our large-scale evolution. The way our bodies grew the disposable thumb, we grew civilization out of the gutter, one revolution at a time. What?
Pause.
Yes.
My man just said disposable thumb. The word is opposable.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Let me get rid of this. I've
I
used
always
this
thought
one
it
today.
was disposable thumb, son of a bitch. Oh, and I was sounding so smart for a second.
You were
there.
vibing too. Oh, you were.
God damn it. Okay, opposable thumb. Oh, sorry, native English speaker. Yes, I'm
There
using
you
this
go.
card, motherfucker.
A real man admits when somebody shat in their hand and then smeared it all over their face, then knocked them unconscious, and then took a piss on them. That happened
right.
to me during episode 117. I am low-key like your sub now, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you just annihilated me with your
favorite part-
disposable thumb.
My favorite part of that episode is the way that you was like, what? Like, what is it?
Why are you
You want to interject with JT.
You again.
You fucking co-host.
What-
that has
who
the
gave White
equal
Boy the
right
mic?
to talk.
Oh God, that is a good clip. I love that clip.
Oh,
I think we still say opposable thumb. No, disposable thumb. I think we still have that. That's what we should call. You know, we have when we met for the dear audience for when we make first thought things. We have our own like dedicated first thought chat. And there's the thumbnails bit. We should call it the disposable
thumbs. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah, we should. Okay, there you go, gang. Hope that gave you a chuckle. Moving on, episode 135. This one's got a questionable name. Here we go.
Oh my God.
So, guys, I fucked a snake.
You what?
I had I had
Elaborate.
intimate relationships with a snake. Before anybody calls me out for zoophilia, it wasn't me. It was my alter ego, level 4 barbarian orc in my D&D campaign. JT immediately understands where this is going. So this is my first D&D campaign, and I did not expect everything to be so let's call it horny all the fucking time. Like all the characters from the Game Master.
You're on
are
this
horny.
podcast. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
of course, exactly. But I thought, hey, maybe me sitting in a room with 3 other people is going to be less homoerotic. But no, it very much so is. And basically, I rolled a very low dice, attempting to intimidate a 40-meter long monster snake, not an animal, so it's conscious, protecting its owner when we were trying to rob him or whatever. I rolled very low on the intimidate, and then the snake came and licked my face. But and the battle would have began at that moment, but I kind of stopped the game master by saying, my character, who is literally just me, is an orc barbarian that's for certain lore reasons needs to be intoxicated all the time, or he goes into an insane rage. Literally me. So I immediately say, my character interprets that as flirtation on the side of the snake, and the game master is like, okay, you got to roll, I don't know, a fucking 20 for the snake to actually bite, but not literally, but bite your back flirtation. And I roll, guess what? A fucking 20. And I end up fucking the snake in another room as my boys robbed the owner. And not only that, he made me roll on how good the sex is. And the snake rolled only a 5. I rolled a fucking 18. So now the snake is in love with me, and it's like an additional partner to the party until it dies. But the reason I know it's a very off-topic thing to say, but I thought D&D is like this wholesome experience of us killing some goblins Balkans and winning some treasure. Right now, it's like three people and a unicorn, and like the unicorn is addicted to drugs, and we've committed like arson and stolen from an old lady, and I believe we are about to sign a pact which causes an orphanage to be burned down.
Oh,
so,
no.
What I'm saying is that D&D can go into directions that I did not expect it to go into, and these nerds that have been hiding it from me for so long, I curse you with both eyes. It's not as nerdy as I thought. It's actually pretty fun.
Let me just say that is not the fuck that I regret the most in my life.
Habibi, this was not D&D campaign. This is a euphemism for life in the Balkans. This is what being in Montenegro is like. You commit arson, you rob an old lady. Maybe that's Romanian.
Over here.
The final episode.
You see, that's how he saved himself, because he almost said that's what the life of a straight male is like, but he was like, nah, everybody like fucking with the Balkans is edgy and funny. Let me throw it on the Balkans. So this is what life is like for a Balkan male. I see what you're doing.
Exactly right.
You're being
Or
a
Romanian.
snake, which is making me
Regardless
even
of
hornier
gender.
for you. So you know.
All right, you freaks.
That was very good.
Enough race science. Let's move on to some dad lore, shall we? Y'all want to hear some dad lore from old man Chapman?
Fuck yeah.
Because I realize you guys have both told interesting stories about your dad, and I don't think I ever have. And I guess it's because he doesn't share much about his earlier life, like before all the kids were born, or I guess shortly after I was born, because he was doing some dangerous stuff that really stressed him and my mom out. But anyway, I was visiting them in South Carolina this last week, and he told some stories that I had never heard before. So let me relay one to you, because I thought this was kind of interesting. So this was before I was born, and then shortly after I was born, he was doing this, which was he was working for the family-owned demolition company. Like one of his uncles had a controlled demo company where, if something's going to fall down, they want to make sure it comes down safely, so they go and they plant the dynamite and they cut things up so it
Dude,
falls
that's
a
the
certain way.
mob. Your dad was in the mob.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
that's the mob. That's all. That's literally what are you in? Oh, in the demolition industry, or I own a junkyard. That's the mob, dude.
We were in the Rust Belt at that point, yeah, so it was very likely it was the Italian mob. Anyway, there were no rules back then, no regulations for safety and things like that. So it was very sus, very scary stuff. They had people dying fairly frequently. While he was working there, not a long time, like 5 of his coworkers died. So not fun.
Christ.
Yeah, but anyway, a ship hit a bridge in Tampa, Florida, kind of like what happened in Baltimore earlier this year. If anyone saw that, a ship hit it. It became kind of structurally unsound, and they wanted to bring it down safely because it was going to collapse otherwise. So he had 2 uncles there who were kind of the partner owners, and they were supposed to do the job themselves, like the important part of the job, actually go up underneath the bridge, do the cutting with the cutting torches and stuff like that. And he was basically a trainee along with like a handful of other laborers there to do the support work. But one uncle freaked out because they were like 300 feet up without safety harnesses. And he's like, I can't do it. And so the other uncle's like, all right, Chris, you're up. We only trust family to do this. You come up here right now. And so my dad is like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but he took they had like a, what do you call it? Like a thick Carhartt jacket on because it was super cold, and it also protects against the sparks. And then they had life preservers on over that in case they fall, 300 feet to the water below. It's basic, if you fall, you're dead. But for, for looks, to make people feel like they were more secure, they had the life preservers.
And nowadays, all the fucking hipsters wear Carhartt, and they ain't even fucking climbing high places.
They're not even blowing up bridges. Yeah,
they ain't even blowing up bridges. I'm walking over here. Sorry, I always go to the I'm walking over here. Any New Yorker listening to this wants to fucking kill himself every time. Yep.
You never know. If I lived in New York, I'd be saying that all the time. Anyway, you only trust family for the important jobs, right? So they go up. They're on the supports under the bridge, so the concrete things that you stand on, or the metal capped things. I don't know, but they're under the bridge cutting supports, right? And then each time you'd cut a ribbon of the bridge, the whole thing would like creak and sway a little bit as the structural integrity became more compromised. And they were told to cut a hole in the support they're standing on to kind of stick your leg through for stability, and then you reach above you with your cutting torch to sever the supports. And apparently what happened, because, you know, you're reaching above you and it's sparking and like pieces of metal are falling off and stuff. Apparently a piece of burning slag fell into my dad's life preserver and he caught fire like on his back. But it was behind him. Christ. And so all he remembers was like a creeping heat on the back of his neck because he's just, you know, reaching up and working. But luckily one of the laborers saw him on fire and made his way over across these perilous beams and ripped the life preserver off barehanded, which was very, very lucky. So my dad turns around and he saw everyone was just white as a sheet because, you know, in that industry, they know if you catch fire up there, you're gone. You're dead. There's nothing you can do, right? You're gonna either jump to put the fire out and probably not survive the fall, or you're gonna burn to death. And so it was very, very, very lucky. And this was back before, you know, cell phones, so they couldn't really, he couldn't call my mom beforehand to let her know that he was going up to do this. He almost died, so he was shook to say the least. And after he got back from that job, my mother was like, "If you ever go up on that again, I will kill you myself." But yeah, that's some dad lore from old man
Crazy.
Chapman. He's got some other crazy stories that he told me. I'll save him for another time. But like he worked in the Arctic Circle on experimental oil rigs and stuff, and I was like, "Jesus, Dad, why didn't you ever tell me this stuff?" And so he was like, "I don't know." But
she's just that dude. That is the most fucking old school dad ever.
Yeah.
Son, it's for goddamn pussy. Used to fucking talk about all the good shit they've done.
Yeah, it's like you guys were saying last time when you told your dad lore. It's like, why are our dads? Why do they have such interesting lives compared to us? Or like my job is computer. Like I sit and do computer. I'm kind of glad my job is computer though, to be real. I don't want to climb up those supports.
Yeah, no, it's such a blessing to not have an interesting life. Yeah. Generally, that's why it's a curse for me.
Yeah,
may you have interesting. Fuck that, dude. Some of the things my dad used to tell me, shit that he used to do, right?
Dad's lived in a different time.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I don't know if there's a statute of limitations on this, but like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'll tell you guys off.
Statute of limitations. What is this story? I need to know. All right, we're cutting it off here, gang.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But it's just generally I think it has to do with the fact that there's no internet and people are bored all the time. So you have to find a way of filling up the fucking right.
So you just almost kill yourself every day. Yeah. I've been watching Sopranos recently, finally, and I'm realizing now that my dad was working in demolitions, in sanitation. And,
there you go. I was right, like always.
And his name is even Christopher. And so he's up there. He's like, "Christopher, you fucking lit yourself on fire." Like, I didn't.
There's a whole season when they're chilling in a little construction site of The Sopranos. I don't know if you got there. Somebody has some fun with the security guard, you know?
Yeah.
The Hakeem character of The Sopranos. Let's call him that.
Now I know all the bits and stuff. I know. I didn't. I know.
It took you a decade, but it's okay. It's okay.
Whatever it was, 16 Czechoslovakians. His house looked like shit. He was an interior decorator. I know all of them.
Some of our friends are slow, and they eventually catch up, and we should forgive them. I can forgive you all the time. Like a worse person than me would not tolerate this type of behavior.
That's true. You're a real good guy.
But I'm very nice and like very open-minded and wise and like a really good friend and like.
You really are. You're a very little, not much of a piece of shit, I gotta say. Okay, moving on. Oh, we finally made it. We finally made it, dear listeners, to the second Deprogram presidential debate. These were so much fun. Candidate Hakeem, your response.
I don't know about this climate change stuff because I like the ball sack detachment move personally. Maybe climate change is a good thing. Did you understand me, by the way? The ball sack detachment move. Moderator, are you thoroughly informed on the ball sack detachment move?
No, I am intrigued and slightly horrified at the same time. Please let the audience at home know what you mean by this ball sack
in
detachment
the sun
move.
Some Arab thing.
Absolutely not. In the sun. All right. Your ball sack will attach itself to your inner thigh. Mm-hmm. And you require a maneuver in order to do this incredibly tricky operation, which is the ball sack detachment.
A
Are you
swift
not
move
aware?
of
and-
leg gymnastics. Yes.
Exactly right. There's two ways of doing it. Either you you do kind of like
God,
a
I wish your
split,
camera was on so you could
where you
demonstrate.
I
stretch-
thought I was doing it with a massive cock tower running around the planet. What the fuck are you
Exactly
talking
right.
about, bro?
Listen,
Please
listen,
continue,
listen.
though. I'm intrigued.
You need to do a sideways split. That's one way of doing it. Or the other way is the pinch. Imagine you're going to go and sprinkle some salt over a lovely meal. You grab that pinching motion and you grab right at the furthest edge of your scrotum, and you gently lift. That is the ball sack detachment movement. Move. In fact, it is taught to us in med school. So
Why?
maybe climate change. You know, we're actually
For yourself or for patients?
I mean, who needs to know? No, I was gonna say they do have a stupid thing. It was like, oh, you want to check out the cremasteric reflex? For you who are not in the know, it's basically you itch at the inside of your thigh and your ball sack rises. Right?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, let's demonstrate it. Demonstrate it on one of your classmates. That actually happened in my med school. Yes. Anyways.
Okay, I didn't remember that. You gotta clarify a little bit there, Hakeem. Are you
Yes.
telling us that your professor had one of his students drop him pants and crinkle his ball sack?
It's for
Dude,
it's for educational purposes. Don't
This
put
is-
it in
this
your
is
mouth.
So long ago now that I
Spit
don't
on it.
actually remember. But we did elicit the cremasteric reflex on one of the students, yes. But I don't remember if I saw his ball sack or not. But I remember I mentioned this story. This was in our like physiology class. It's completely unrelated to the ball sack thing. But one that we were doing like blood draws on each other, and yes, that was how silly it was. They'd be like, okay, yeah, you just stab each other with needles until you figure it out, basically. And somebody like a dumbass didn't empty the syringe of air because it was the old-timey syringes, not the vacuum syringes. And because of this, they stuck it into the artery and then pushed in, basically shot in an air bubble into them. And I remember I was like, oh, okay, what do we do now? This was not me who did this, by the way. This was somebody in my class. And we all went to the professor and was like, what do we do? And she just pulled up her watch and she's like, hey, wait a minute. If a minute passes and they're awake, they'll live.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
Yeah. They made us sign a waiver and everything at the time.
It's that dangerous?
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you think this is the least? Dude, med school is still. It's somewhere between the future and like the 1920s with the shit that you
Medieval bullshit. No, I mean the air bubble thing. Like that'll kill you?
Yeah, you'd have to have a very significant amount of air though. The body has a very good way of distributing that over a large amount of a larger volume, and then it will distribute it'll like basically fizz into the blood. But that depends on how much and how fast you get the air in. So a little air bubble's not going to cause an issue. I think she was being dramatic. But
That's not nice. I would be so shook.
I told people about the colorectal, the colectomy. They removed, or hemicolectomy. They removed half a colon of some guy, and because they're so bored doing these routine surgeries, the general surgeons, they would put the biohazard sack or bag or whatever on the corner of the room, not next to them, so that they can ball up whatever they cut up and like Kobe it into the thing. And I remember
The wet splat slides down the wall.
and splatted on the floor. It got all over me, by the way. Some guy's half a colon still warm.
Don't go to the doctor, dear listeners. Don't do it. This is what they do to you.
This was a successful surgery. The person lived. They had improved life, quality of life afterwards. But this was
Jesus
I had
Christ.
many others.
The only thing I want to say about that clip is that is the main reason why I don't send this show to any of my relatives or family members.
What, the ball sack pinching move?
Yeah, but also
Another
variation
severed
of it
half
that
colon
repeats every
basketball.
episode. Yes.
I love it. Oh my God.
Okay,
There'll be
well,
more stories, I promise.
dear listener, you thought we had only one clip from the second Deprogram presidential debate. No, we've got 4. Here's number 2. Speaking of the Marxist statement, I would like to touch briefly on something that Trump did mention in his last response. We all know that Kamala's father is a Marxist. This is also true of Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. What I'd like to ask you two tonight is very simple. Has the Democratic Party been infiltrated by radical, liberal, fascist, communist Marxists? Ugopnik?
They are all Marxists, communists, bastards, and anarchists. Some are even worse. They're listeners of the, now you play drum roll, Deprogram. My opposition is fully infiltrated by whatever political ideology more than 51% of my potential voters despise. I am the greatest at putting labels. I have the biggest labels. The other day, my beautiful wife, Ted Cruz, told me how well his labels work over in Florida. So I took his idea, as all good husbands do, and proceeded to throw words I fully don't understand at my opponents, because I know the vast majority of my voting body would have read one book if they had read exactly one book more than they have. Sometimes I wake up and I can't believe this shit works. But then I go to my shrine dedicated to the OG of all OGs, McCarthy. I have the most beautiful shrine to him, so beautiful that when Xi Jinping once visited, he said, and I quote, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I said, "If you can have your Mao guy, I can have my McCarthy guy." He said nothing. I completely defeated him, and I will defeat him again when I come back to power. Anyways, China knew its place when I was president. Today they don't. Oh wait, did I start rambling again? Sorry, I get all bricked up when I talk about my relationship with China. Where was I? Oh yes, I understand. I run one of the most politically illiterate countries on the planet, and that throwing any terminology around through which I call my opponents that thing, whatever that thing is, they'll all just gobble it right up. It's what a lack of class consciousness does to a motherfucker, I guess. I wouldn't know because I have the biggest class consciousness, just for my own class, of course. Anyways, the people ask and I supply them with cope. No idea why all the communists always come into my replies and say, I wish, just like Hakimala just did whenever I call someone a dirty dog-eating commie. Strange people. But hey, whatever lets you cope. Make America cope again.
I really enjoyed making you boys cosplay as presidential candidates.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to doing that again.
I can't wait. It's the best part about the most horrible time of every.
Absolutely.
It's like the only thing worse than the Olympics is the U.S. presidential race.
What the fuck? Everyone else is covering it so seriously. Like, well, he just won Utah. That leaves a narrow path to victory.
Oh
fuck
my
off.
gosh.
We're gonna pretend. We're gonna play pretend.
His foreskin is slightly larger. Oh my God.
We're gonna play dress up.
Pennsylvania's a huge state. There's all of 30 people. I don't know. Pennsylvania's probably a big state. I don't care. My favorite part.
Congratulations.
Exactly. My favorite part of all these clips is you guys don't hear this, but on my end, for some reason, there's like this ethereal echo.
It's probably from my computer because it's coming out of my goddamn
sounds like? It sounds like I've been put under and I can't, like, I'm in some like desensitization chamber or whatever.
Just you got me shouting at
yelling. Hey, that sounds like. I don't know. Hey, I mean, that sounds like what's it called? That sounds like a vacation to me. Just being in a room and just having you yell in the other.
I'm having an episode. You're just eating popcorn. I'm just having an episode in front of you.
I love it.
We've got actually, dear listener, we've got a new Spotify playlist. It's called "Oldies Are Playing in Another Room." Also, you got Nick's yelling and it's raining.
I love it.
I miscounted. We have 3 from the from the presidential debate, not 4. And here, let me bring back a fan favorite, Slurp Bofa. Good evening. I'm ABC special correspondent Slurp Bofa. We're coming to you live from a crevice deep beneath the Arctic ice, where our 2 candidates are chained to stalagmites and are slowly freezing to death. This is the stage for the long-anticipated second Deprogram presidential debate, where a Slav in a comically oversized suit will face off against an Arab in blackface. The 2 warring audience factions eagerly await to see who will emerge victorious, covered in blood and wearing the pelt of the loser. The crowd is absolutely buzzing tonight, not from excitement, but because we've released a swarm of bees into the auditorium. With Election Day less than 2 months away, each debate is critical to win over the coveted swing voters who will decide the race. The weebs, the furries, and the notoriously fickle moon landing truthers. I will be moderating this evening. My job is to facilitate a respectful debate with a bare minimum of racial slurs. Before I introduce the candidates, allow me to share the rules of tonight's event with the audience at home. After asking each question, we'll play an excerpt from the second U.S. presidential debate at 1.5 times speed, after which the candidates will have 1 minute to collaboratively shitpost about the ghouls. Once that time is up, the candidates will provide their own responses to each question. Each candidate will be allowed one brief rebuttal or response after their opponent's answer. Additional clarification or follow-up may be allowed at the moderator's discretion. At the end of the debate, each candidate will have 1 minute to make a closing statement and beg for their life. There will be no applause from the audience tonight, as we purposefully selected people with a severe bee sting allergy, and they have all died while I was giving this introduction. Oh, wait. Now they have all died. By accepting my invitation to the debate, both candidates have agreed to accept these rules. Now please welcome Dr. Theoryman Hakeem. Say hello.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Off to a great start. And please welcome alcoholic poet philosopher Ugopnik.
I have the biggest crowds, believe me, the biggest crowds. The only crowds bigger than mine are those coming over the border to eat our dogs. I'm Alternative Universe Ugopnik, and I'm here to put this Hakimala in his place.
And I am Current Universe Hakeem, and I'm here to measure your skull. I love it.
100 out of 100. One of the best bits ever made by JT.
Slurbofa is
You murdered
my
it.
favorite character that you ever made. But not only this, it's because Slurbofa is not a character. It is...
Yeah, it's just me.
My favorite thing is the audience will never, or most likely never get to experience this. But whenever we go on our little trips, our little family trips, as we do, Hugo, being the large, burly drinking man, will always drink a little bit, and he, being respectful of my religion and perspective on things, doesn't invite me to drink. But he invites and sometimes even forces JT to drink. And if you were to give JT all 3 milliliters of anything alcoholic, he turns into Slurbofa.
Yeah, true.
And also, he turns magically or almost suspiciously racist. All sad. It's okay. He has the curls to get away with it, but he makes statements that I think only my skin tone can get away with.
That's it's not true. These are false allegations. No, he's the racist, which is actually a very valid rebuttal when it comes to Hakeem.
Yes, I agree. Yes, absolutely. And what is your point?
God, I had so much. I forgot about the bees and the gun bit. That was I had so much fun.
That was
putting
so
it together.
good. That was so good. I couldn't contain myself laughing while the clip was playing.
Yeah.
Your audience were listening back to the clips before we react to them. I died.
Do you know one thing that I was remembering right now today that made me, again, also lose it? When we first started First Thought, and we made that little intro thing of like when it was still in use thing and not like the stuff that we do now. Yeah. And we did a stupid little skit where, we launched the project and JT gets a little message and whatnot. And then he put himself in front of a green screen, and it's just him like running and playing.
Yeah, that was so fun.
That one, and then the next scene over, it's him interviewing Xi Jinping. And he's like raising and lowering the fucking, and he has this look on his face. Oh my god!
I missed my calling as like just a shit poster or something.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh, I had so much fun doing that because my channel's very serious. And I'm like, I'm gonna make myself look like a complete doofus.
Let's turn First Thought into that, just like a shitpost channel, like
that would
like hardcore shitposting.
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be fucking sick. Like especially the transition from the
just don't even mention it to anybody. That's hard shit.
Like literally the next episode, you know what it can be? Top 10 fountains, and then the first 9 are very serious, like fountain in Dubai, fountain in Las Vegas, like stuff like that, and then just number 1
Utah.
Hit marker sound effect.
And it ends.
The
we might be onto something here, though.
Most disappointing bit of all this is that we can't be in the same place for extended periods of time to do any filming. Maybe we should just do this where we meet and then for like a week we just film shit for First Thought. And
we shoot a season.
Yeah, and we order in like I don't know, just like as seen on TV products or something, and we just. I forced JT to try to not burn a fucking egg. I don't know, or makes just some stupid shit like this. It would be so much fun.
We'll absolutely do that. We'll do that
That's what
for
we
something
need
like
the-
that for Means TV.
That's what we need the piggies for. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's not right.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just cost prohibitive for so many places.
Yeah. I mean, the piggies literally pay for first thought. It
Yeah.
survives thanks to
Yeah.
the deprogram piggies. It wouldn't otherwise.
JT's plane almost crashes each time.
I swear to God, every time I get, you guys make me travel so far, and you're like, I'll just walk down to the street and meet you there. And I'm like, you fucking assholes.
My favorite part is not only this. Not only do we make you travel from very far, but when both Hugo and I arrive very easily to our destination,
Yeah.
we start roasting like, oh, little baby late. Oh, he delayed the train.
Look at him, he's so fucking tired. Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm hanging on to like the landing gear of the plane, frozen. Something horrible's gone
Like
wrong.
like the American withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
JT's just hanging on to the rudder. Oh my god.
Something awful always happens. We're going, you know what? We're going to Mexico next time. We're going, somewhere close to
I'm
me.
definitely down. I'm so fucking
We're
down.
going to the Bahamas, somewhere
let's do it.
pleasant.
Oh
All
my
right.
god, to have my feet in the sand and my hands in your hair, Habibi.
Oh, there we
Don't
go.
ask what the rest of me is, but
Just like that
Sorry.
one song, ass in the
I give
water,
up. I give
toes
up.
in the sand. All right,
I give up. I give
that's
up.
backwards side, but
That's what you're saying. What the fuck, too, Hakeem?
Moving on, episode 157, Hakeem
Sexual
on
assault.
food imperialism.
that's not a positive. That is a civilizationally shifting moment
A
for
leap.
these areas. Like imagine you, exactly right. Literally a what's it called, a qualitative shift after quantitative developments. Imagine living your entire life on like salted fish that's boiled and mashed potatoes, and then you get like tikka or shish kebab or imagine if you never had tabbouleh in your life, if you never had like kubba in your life, and then somebody's like, hey, put the mashed potatoes to the side, all right? Have a bite of this gorgeous bulgur shell with pine nuts and meat and spices. They would not understand what just happened to them. You would understand why people. you understand why the region is in chaos. It's not imperialism. It's not systemic underdevelopment. The food is too good.
It's yucky food.
Why would I do anything if I
It's
could
too
just...
good. Nobody wants to work.
All right, I'm coming to the defense of mashed potatoes, though. Come on. Mashed potatoes do bop. You gotta admit.
Mashed potatoes
I
are
will
fucking
say-
amazing, yes.
With some
I will
garlic.
say. I will say.
Yeah.
On my honeymoon, we were at a some like show thing, and it was attached to a restaurant. And the restaurant there, we were not expecting. This place is known for this cultural depiction of this dance and whatnot that they do. That's why we went there. But they're like, oh, in order to see the dance, you have to go and eat at the restaurant. They kind of just bundle them. And I'm like, this place is so highly rated for the fucking dance and all that. Let's go see it, and we'll have a meal there, sure. We go there, and it is fucking delicious. I don't know why the dance is the fucking their pull. Their food was amazing. It was probably the best food we had in the entire honeymoon. Oh, wow. But they had one of the dishes that they brought out was like this soup that the base of it was this lemon mashed potatoes, and they somehow managed to suspend the soup over the mashed potatoes so it doesn't get mixed. And then when you get into the mashed potatoes, it had this like refreshing herby lemony. It was fucking delicious. And that was the only time. Yeah, that was the only time in my life where I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should get the immigrants out of our country. I'm kidding. For a second, I was like, I joke about measuring skulls, but for that moment, I believed in it.
The white superiority.
Yeah, exactly right. No, but it was very good mashed potatoes. Yeah. That's my point. I'm not gonna talk shit about your grandma, grandmama. What do people say? What's the gammy?
I don't know.
Grandma.
Grammy, grand, whatever.
Yeah, what is the cute? Her mashed potatoes. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure you grew up with them. They probably suck.
You just gotta make them right, like anything else. You piece of shit.
exactly.
All right. From the same episode, Hakeem TikTok and Hugo commits die is the title of this one. Let's turn now to concerns the voting public has about Presidents Trump and Biden. Trump is 78 years old. Biden is 81. Everyone knows Biden is sundowning and he's constantly speaking to ghosts live on stage. It seems that the candidates keep getting older and older. How would each of you solve the problem of gerontocracy?
Have you seen the Midsummer movie where they throw old people off a cliff? That's I'm joking aside, just an age limit like 65, and then you gotta fuck off and have somebody younger come in. That's a simple solution. But I'm very interested to hear what my colleague Hugo has to say.
As a true young Gen Z person, you should absolutely vote for. I want you to play this TikTok instead of, well, saying anything. I'm very young. There's a TikTok link. Yeah, I don't wear skinny jeans. Please vote for me. Make America not wear skinny jeans again. Yes, thank you.
Things younger than Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Bill Clinton, the country of India, diamonds on engagement rings, color TV, the U.S. interstate highway system, the U.S. states of Alaska and Hawaii, birth control pills, Walmart, pineapple on pizza, legal interracial marriage, calling 911, high fives, the last French guillotine execution, CNN, ciabatta bread, and over 95% of the U.S. population.
Hold on, I want to see this TikTok here. How do you play a TikTok?
How do you play it? Please keep this in, JT.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Jesus fucking Christ, Hakeem. You are a fucking nerd, dude. Jesus Christ, you geeky little fucking small boy.
We're looking at polling. We're looking at internal polling right now, and Hakeem's numbers with Gen Z are indeed plummeting as we watch live.
And that wasn't even part of the script, dear viewers. You just said, how do you play a TikTok? Like,
how do I
cannot
make
make fun, dude. You cannot make fun of Joe Biden. You cannot. Huh? You cannot make fun of him for being bald.
Look, I
cannot. No,
link, right?
that card has been revoked from you. You can no longer make fun of old people. Like, period.
It's not fucking. It's not loading. It's. I'm pressing the
God! Stop talking. You're making it worse for yourself.
All right. Okay. I'd like to talk briefly about another top concern for voters: golf.
I love how that clip cuts off at golf. I intentionally included it. But no, like, people give us shit like it's just 3 dudes in this show.
Yeah.
I like to remind them that it is 3 international dudes, one of them being an incredibly old man. And I'm referring to Hakeem. So we do have a very diverse demographic over here.
True.
I don't want to change anything about you, Hakeem, ever. You are perfect. You're perfect the way you are. I'm truly, truly saying this. And I truly believe this. But also, what the fuck, man? Please. You are running a podcast.
I now know how to open a TikTok. I now know how to also share a TikTok. As well.
1 week before they ban it. Yeah.
But I will say, what's it called? Doing anything else on TikTok? Don't even fucking count. I don't, dude. It is all fucking. It's hocus pocus. Is that what?
Yeah,
what
sure.
Say? Oh shit! I got it right. Let's go.
I don't know that I would ever use it that way, but yeah.
This is what I have to deal with every fucking day. Like we start a show where we are talking about the most relevant, like, edgy events. And we started the episode, and both of them tell me, I was offline for 2 weeks. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
No, this has only been now. This
holding
has
my
been
fucking dick. No. Let me do my bit, right?
Go on.
Or I'm like, oh, here's a link to this Instagram story, or this TikTok, or this, like, YouTube short. And they're like, what is that? What is that? Is that a, is that a radio show? Sometimes they come in and I'm like, oh, guys, are you ready to do this podcast? And they're like, what is a podcast? Are we on air? Do I have to tap the mic 3 times?
Dramatic pause, like Biden in his teleprompter. Yeah. Well, look, everybody's got their different skills and abilities, and I'll open up here. I still don't know how to open a TikTok. I don't know.
See?
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, there you go. All right, episode 158, race science. It took us 150 episodes to get to that. Okay, here you go. No, there are. It's just the area.
I bet they're so confused. They're like, we heard that this filthy race mixer's coming with a Zimbabwean wife, and then afterwards, like, there's this white.
Where is he?
And he has a white woman as the help. You should go around with Evie, and she's like lily white, mashallah alayha. Absolutely adorable. very like typical white kid, and then you should tell everybody, "Oh, my wife is Zimbabwean," but you have this kid that is
very clearly white. Yeah.
His alien genes are so superior. It has dominated the child. Very хорошо.
She's very blonde. She's very blonde. I tell you what.
My God. And the old couple across the world was like, the cum is strong with this one.
Yeah, completely washed away the impurities.
Would you like to breed my wife as well? The children keep coming out a bit brown.
Oh my God. Deprogram dual services.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, like, I have like 6 kids with my wife now, and they're all coming out black. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, can you please breed my wife this time?
Exactly right.
I made very yeah. You can write a movie about what I just said.
The Trump neighborhood bull. And then they see the hammer and sickle tattoo on your ass cheek.
What have I done?
But do you have like
your kids will come out non-binary?
do you have like communist memorabilia in your living room? Because I'm kind of like edging towards telling you to maybe move it in case sometimes you show up for some beer or coffee.
No, I don't have any. Like, I don't have my Lenin bust yet. I'm gonna bring it home from when I go to Texas tomorrow. But
just say it's a souvenir, man. It's all right. Nobody.
Yeah, but the problem is the books on the bookshelf. It's like Dune, Red Rising, The Expanse, communism on the entire side. Yeah.
These guys are so dumb. They don't know what it is, dude. They will see Das Kapital and they will like, oh my God, he's a great businessman. He probably reads books on how to generate more capital.
Yeah, that's not what they have. Like Das Kapital, and it's like, why he's reading geography in German? That's what they're gonna fucking think. Oh my God, my favorite Belgian city, Paris.
Why is there a whole book about capital letters?
Yeah. Where's Das lowercase?
Fucking stupid.
Where is Das lowercase is the best bit of all time. Oh God!
You teed it up for me though. Couldn't have done it without you.
I fucking love it.
That was so good. That is one of my favorite clips by far.
That's a good one.
It's like because it's got everything. It's got everything. It's got sexuality. It's got racial tension. It's got ethnic tension. It's got open, disgraceful, making fun of unintelligent people, which is borderline classist to an extent, but it's edgy because communists are doing it. Mm-hmm. It's got making fun of Americans. Like it's an eternal Deprogram classic, like all wrapped into one, and then the bits come one after another. Like this is going into the bloopers file, is what I'm saying. Into the
Hall of Fame
folder. Hall of Fame clip. Very good clip. Before you play the next one, because I have to admit something. Because when I'm a stupid guy, I have to admit I'm a dumb guy. Because I am. Hakeem, when you made that joke about it's just a German book about capital cities, I did not get it. I had to re-listen to it now in the clip, and I'm like, oh my God, that was a brilliant joke. There was a 10 out of 10 joke. What the fuck? I remember last time, like him saying it, and I'm just like, I hear JT laughing, and I'm like, dead, like blank stare of my eyes. What the fuck am I missing? What the fuck am I missing? What the fuck am I missing?
No, you're too brilliant. You thought it was more complex.
Your jokes were way
was.
Better. Your guys' jokes were way better. Oh my God!
But you gave us the platform to.
Yeah. We all build on each other. Shoulders of giants, fellas. Shoulders of giants. Okay, who's ready to hear about Balkan Club manager Hugo?
What the fuck?
Let's find out. Well, howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Deprogram. We've got another special episode for you today. This is an exclusive for all our sweet piggies. Not for those commoners out there. No. We keep the premium slop for you.
Big money.
You may remember...
VIP. Massive cock.
I'm just going to let him finish. There's no point in trying to talk over it.
You gotta talk over it. You gotta talk over me serenading their ego of being big money motherfuckers. Okay?
I'm gonna pan you.
You're
got
listening
to the right,
to this.
me to the
You're
left.
so fucking rich. You're listening to this. You are manifesting so much. You're manifesting so hard. You've manifested so many beautiful things in your life.
Balkan
and
drug
you're
man.
so nice that you have provided a little bit of money for the three of us, which is very good. That is
all the giving back you need to do in life, okay? Don't do anything else. Just continue grinding and giving us Patreon money. That is
exactly.
I love a Balkan club manager Hugo thing.
He's right, that's all that really matters.
We would have
JT.
$100,000 on Patreon if I did that for every fucking episode. I swear to God. You subscribe, your dick very big. Very, very big.
right.
Your dick very big. Your booba's very large. Booba's very large. There you go. 100,000.
JT.
Yeah.
If you were to guess what Hugo's wearing when I referred to him as the Balkan club manager, guess.
I don't know. What was he wearing? What would he be wearing, Hakeem?
He was wearing a beautiful pressed black shirt, excuse me.
Ooh.
And on top of it, a silver chain hanging down dangerously low, like between his nipples low. And he had and he had the mask.
Oh, yeah.
And I say this with a full erection. My favorite Hugo of all time is when we did, which episode was it? Was it the Glazing China one? No, I wasn't on for that one. It's the one where he had the PMC fit with the patch. Yeah, that's my favorite character that you've done.
Thank you.
And the second favorite would actually be the character you did, or the fit you had when we did the presidential debate. And you had that gorgeous tan suit, and he had a fully loaded gun, mind you.
That was not the
kill
airsoft
himself
one.
on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're supposed to say it's an airsoft one.
Airsoft, sorry, it was an airsoft
It
gun.
was, yes, very much, yes. No, thank you. Great compliments coming from you. I loved you like when you levitated to the left. I loved you when you levitated a bit to the right. I love when you levitated in the full screen of the screen. I love it when you were more zoomed in, more zoomed out. All of them 10 out of 10. 100%. But I got to see this man live many times, and let me tell you, even Lenin himself would have nothing on my boy. Okay, nothing.
True. We're all beautiful, so beautiful. We're actually going to release as a merch drop a steal his.
Just all of our faces, face reveal on merch, and the merch is like $10,000.
Yeah, there you go.
We do a Wu-Tang Clan thing. Oh Lord,
I love it.
Capitalism on steroids.
Moving on from the same episode, believe it or not, CIA Human Natur.
Science and technology.
I'm Brian Carbaugh, former director of CIA's Special Activities Center.
And this is Masterclass.
My favorite part is I learned a lot about human nature, especially how when they don't breathe for 2 minutes, they die. That if you put a gun on a toddler's head, the dad does whatever you want him to do. Human natur.
I think that was the most disappointing thing right off the bat. They're just like, this is a masterclass about the CIA and how you can do better at work. It's like.
But now when I think about it a little bit more, that is a CIA masterclass. The CIA just wants Americans to be better at work and to go back to work. That's the whole point of the CIA. Americans going back to work. So in a meta way, it's actually really a CIA masterclass. Apologies,
God, that
please.
was so stupid. That whole thing was so cringe. I hate the episodes where we have to watch this slop so we can react to it. I mean, we
need to do it again. It's very bad. We need to do it again.
There's such good episodes when we do it, but man, having to watch it is so. I have such a low threshold, tolerance for cringe. I can't do it.
An old acquaintance of mine from university literally hit me up. He was like, I was looking for good master classes, and I got an ad for the CIA one, so I YouTubed. Looking for a review for the CIA Masterclass one. And he's like, oh, I saw some podcast guys talking about it, and I pressed it. And he's like, I'm just cooking, and then I just see your voice that I haven't heard in 3 years since university, just fucking screaming slurs at Americans. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that's how he found out we were doing what we were doing. I hadn't heard from that guy in 3 years, and he just caught on to it from that particular episode.
That's amazing.
So
I love that. All right, moving on. This one's just called, mysteriously, Cream.
They liked my face cream. If the boys, for anybody listening, right? JT hugged me and then he took a little sniff off my cheek and was like, "Oh, your face cream smells nice."
Little sniff.
Dude, these guys fucking cover each other in some fucking weird juices every fucking morning. Like,
Exactly right. You need to stay moisturized.
oh yeah, moisturizing fucking everything. But like, what the fuck? I'm fucking smooth as a baby. Like, dude, what?
Well, hey, I was looking at JT's poor hands. I went right into my back and I went with the fucking.
He blasted me, bro.
Yeah, exactly right. And then he was like, "I have so much." I'm like, "Put it on your fucking forearms, my guy."
I can't. I'm wearing a long sleeve.
Bit, you know? Classic stuff.
I have something else long for you to put your cream on. All right. Moving on to more important topics.
Who could have ever guessed that's how that clip would end?
Exactly right. Yes. Well, excuse you. You're telling me that you don't appreciate the dearth is a lack of the overwhelming bounty of my sexual energy and attention.
I live for
solely
it.
for you. Yes, absolutely.
I live for it.
I'm preventing you from making the mistake of having a third child. I'm kidding.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep the tank empty, boys. That's what I'm getting. Making sure he's.
I got nothing left, boss. Again.
You're like a toothpaste tube after a fucking car drives over it.
Shriveled, crawling out of the room like Squidward after he gets run over. Yeah. All right. Quick question about various face creams. Retinol. Yes? Yeah. No? Is it the magic drug that everyone claims it is?
No, retinoids just in general work if you take them as like systematic treatment, so tablets. But this requires monitoring of your liver values and a bunch of other things. And also it's a like loading dosage thing. So you need to reach a certain amount of like total cumulative dosage in your body based on your age and weight and a bunch of other parameters. But yes, it is fantastic. The only thing that works better than systematic retinoid therapy for acne, like really bad acne issues, is laser therapy, and it's a very specific kind of laser therapy that I'm not remembering the name of right now. But it's the only thing that is quote unquote better. But we're talking like we're splitting hairs. Retinoids are fantastic. You nuke basically the reason that you can get acne.
Wow.
So, yeah. Fantabulous.
Topicals not as effective, or yet?
Not as effective, but they do work, but not nearly as effective. Like most topical versus systemic medication use, though the side effects are less. Also, retinoids are associated, if I remember right, with increased risk of what's it called? Suicidality. What is the word in English?
Suicidality. Really?
Yeah, exactly right. There's a very clear correlation, or very clear. Like I don't want to overemphasize it.
Sure.
But it is something that is noticed. That there. If you have a proclivity to bad mental health, then you know it might push you a little bit over the edge.
You'll have great skin, but you might want to kill yourself. What the heck?
Right.
That's such a strange connection.
Habibi, it's like finasteride, where it's like, oh wow, my hair's coming back, but my cock won't go
happened?
Yeah, exactly. It's such a
fellas, don't worry. I'm on Min and Fin. Everything works great. Give it a try. Try the topical. It might work for you.
It works fantastic. No, it works fantastic. Highly recommended. Doctor approved. Deprogram. Doc approved.
Yeah.
Fucking stamp.
He inspected my scalp and everything, and then my hog.
Yeah.
All right.
And everything
Moving
works
on.
perfectly. All right.
Fisher Price, or whatever it's called, guns. All right.
Point hired. Fisher Price Dead Squad. It's not. I mean, if Coca-Cola did it, right?
Yeah. But they've got the super childish skins on their guns. The Fisher Price branded ARs.
It was like the cow. The cow says moo.
It can be admitted as a tax break, right? Oh, we're just making hyper realistic toys.
Exactly right. God. The AR says.
You know, women can't make the sound.
You've said this is like the third or fourth episode you've mentioned.
I know. I'm a big like women.
Callback guy.
Like, women pretty L, you know, pretty down. I'm kidding, but the fact.
Piece of shit. Was this the episode where we were doing all the bits about like the snacks and stuff, and the lines like the goldfish assassin? He's like, let's just say this one won't be smiling back. Is it that episode?
I think so. It was Mick and Gee, or whatever the name was, of the CIA CIA podcast.
No way.
That's the one I think of.
Mike and no, it was Walter and D.
Walter and D. Fuck you. Walter and D. Fuck you, Walter. Yeah. My God.
I wonder if they're still making new episodes. We got to get him on the pod. We got to get him on the pod.
Let people know. Bombard the CIA email contact.
CIA, we exist.
Bombard the CIA. Email contact. Yeah, that's how Hakeem said it, not me.
Parody, disavow. All right, episode 177. Moving on before we get nuked.
And my daughter was born on October 7th, 2022.
Does she condemn her own birthday?
That's 2 days off my daughter's birthday. No way.
Oh,
we
nice.
both have reasons to celebrate things that are not your daughter's birthdays.
So now, so her first birthday when she turned 1, it was October 7th, 2023. And whenever Zionists try to cancel me on Twitter, they always look back at what I was doing. What did I tweet on October 7th? And it's just balloons and me kissing my daughter, and look, he got a bouncy castle for October 7th. You fucking Hamas freaks. Yeah.
You also donated some paragliders.
Yeah, that's right. She likes paragliding. What can I say? She likes tunnels. It's a coincidence. Okay.
Unironically, you should take her paragliding on her 10th birthday. It's just you and her with the headbands.
We're going straight to Coachella.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, God. That's one of the best bits ever, man. And I always imagine, I don't know, there's a nuclear holocaust and the bombs have already dropped on the Western Hemisphere. And everybody on the Eastern Hemisphere is losing their fucking mind. But because your kid has a 4th birthday, yeah, you're just hanging out with them. You're not checking your phone. And the only thing you go ahead to post is an Instagram story of you kissing her on her cheek and saying happy 4th birthday. And then, 3 hours later, you go to take a shit in the toilet and you're swiping from story to story. And the first story is, oh, you and your daughter, and yay sounds playing in the background that you added as a soundtrack. And the next thing is literally people's fucking skin melting off of their foreheads. Fucking death, apocalypse, the world is ending. What I'm trying to say is perspective matters. There you go. Even perspective matters. Even if the world is dying or an objectively decent event is happening, you can still play
Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 1 and have a good time.
Exactly right. Yes.
100%. That sounds like a great death, low-key.
I mean, if everything's, if we're all going to die, might as well go out with a banger.
With a Bandicoot.
Might play but play Spyro.
Bandicoot.
Fuck Spyro, dude. That game sucks. I never got past the demo that came with my Crash Bandicoot disc.
I love it. Oh, my God.
I hate that game. I got PTSD when I saw that they just re-released it not too long ago. I'm like, maybe I should get it. No, I won't get it. I don't want to relive that.
I look forward to Evie beating it.
Yeah,
4-year-old beating it. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. All right. We got another one from that episode, Watermelon Season. Ooh, what could this possibly be about?
Not very old. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, at least.
Or maybe he is. You don't fucking know.
I mean, he's nearing his 70s now, but it's for me that's not very old, considering the patient base that I meet, the crypt keepers that I regularly meet. But anyways, we didn't know his birthday. He doesn't even know his birthday, and he asked his father, my granddad, who is now passed, and he asked him, "Do you know roughly when it was?" And he was like, "Look, I don't know what year it was, but I remember it was the melon season." In Iraq, the melon season is 3 months. It's 3 solid months. But May is a safe bet, right, for when he was born. So we were just you know what? Well, let's just say May, and we just pick the day when we feel like when it works with everybody's schedules, and that's the day he was born this year.
That's so funny. I mean,
Happy
maybe it's a
birth quarter to you.
And
it's so funny to not know when a birthday is. I understand that's a cultural thing for sure, but it just to me, it just is well, what did you do today? Oh, let's see. I had some yogurt at breakfast. I pushed a baby out of my vagina. And then, I don't know, I just kind of watched Severance. So whenever season 2, episode 5 of Severance came out is when you were born. Check IMDb.
Exactly. Two more interesting tidbits. The celebratory meal is not cake for my dad because he was born in the melon season. We're you know what? It would be cute to just make it melons.
Naturally, it's melons.
Oh, that's so much cheaper too. That is way better.
Yeah, but
Oh my God.
So we like to carve the age and whatnot into a melon, and we have it. It's very nice. We even stick the candle in it. Very.
What kind of melon? Honeydew, cantaloupe?
No, like a watermelon.
A watermelon.
Oh, okay.
In Iraq, our watermelons are narrow and very long.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're
That
not
sounds
like
freaky.
they're not.
What?
Yeah,
Like
they're
a
not
cucumber.
oval.
Do you
Yeah,
use
like a
them
very
instead of
large-
eggplant emojis?
Yeah, right.
Exactly right. Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, you know what?
Do you ever
That
look
man's
at
got quite the stripes.
at any
His
other
circumcision
watermelon?
scar. It's the watermelon.
You look at any other watermelon, you're like, what the fuck is this?
I always imagine, when I think of this clip, I always imagine like wartime era in Iraq, and Hakim's parents like can't find or afford an actual watermelon, so they go and they buy a cucumber, and they convince poor little Hakim, baby Hakim, no, it's a watermelon, and he's like, no, it tastes like fucking shit. This is not a fucking
crunchy
watermelon.
water, no.
It's a watermelon, but it's green. It's a fucking watermelon. Oh,
Dude, I think there's a thing with this getting older business, because I didn't like, this is blasphemy to say as an Iraqi, I didn't like watermelon for the longest time. I like cantaloupe and other stuff, but specifically watermelon I wasn't that big of a fan of. But the past like year, I'm like, god damn.
I like it too.
On a
It's
hot
nice way to
day,
hydrate.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, it is.
It's good.
When it's crisp too,
When it's
and
like
just a little
cucumber
sugary.
too,
Oh
it's
my
pretty
god.
good.
But it's got all them seeds. I like that.
Oh, you get the
watermelon gonna grow in the
mutated
tummy.
ones.
See me
You
complaining.
can get the mutated ones without the seeds.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you can.
Oh
What?
yeah.
You don't know that?
I've never had one.
It's the States.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
go.
GMO capital. Just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
I'm gonna go to the store and look for one of these freak watermelons right now.
Okay, JT, how about you go start with a list of fruits that you have eaten?
Hey, you know what? I like fruit. Thank you very much. I don't like cooked vegetables. That's my thing. I like
all right. You
watermelon.
don't like vegetables.
I
You don't
like
like fish.
cantaloupe.
You don't like
I
anything that
cherries.
is, if it's supposed to be
You know-
crispy,
one
if
of
it's
those
slightly less
scenes-
crispy.
One of those scenes where two guys are about to fight, and then their two best friends are like holding them back,
Yeah,
so they don't fight. Well, this is what I experience every time when they start talking about vegetables. Like I'm in the middle with like my two hands just stopping them from entering a slap beat off.
He was in
Ooh, I'd
the.
love
He's
to
got
go
a
beat up with
walkout.
you
He's got
guys.
his carrots and broccoli. He's about to put them in there. You put that fucking broccoli down. Don't you do it. Don't you make it mushy. It adds
Hey, I would
flavor.
never
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I love it.
Raw
right.
vegetables are the way to go. All right, this next clip, one of our last clips here, it should be longest beep, Hugo, but it is titled longest beep, Hugo. Let us listen to longest beep. We're not monsters. We just do what the government tells us. Again, with the historical parallels, that they ain't gonna stand up at the eventual trials. Another quote.
What fucking trials? There's fucking walls and there's fucking pits. You take. So nobody can find them. Then you take trucks. So they can't see, so you can slide back, and one actually opens. So you open the big metal door. Give me a fucking week. How many ICE agents are there? The NKVD was too fucking soft. Jesus fucking Christ.
That was the longest deprogram beep in history. Hope you all.
And it wasn't me this
fuck
time.
this
This wasn't me.
JT, we're never visiting you in the States. You do know that, right?
Yeah, you are on a list,
beep,
my
yeah.
dude.
And Hakeem, you've never seen that country. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I've been
I'm
like
so
last
glad.
year, but now, yeah, right. It's a perfect excuse not to, right?
I love it. It's the greatest mercy that God has granted me that I don't have to see the soil, the shores of the United States.
It's a
My
beautiful
God.
country. Just
I'm sure.
It is, and the people and everything under a different banner, under
Yeah.
the actual American people's banner. Yes.
Yeah. But that was the longest beeb.
Jihadi Bucky's flag. That is my government.
In that picture of the Jihadi Bucky's flag, if anybody is listening and has an actual like, if you Google it, you will see me hugging in my stream outfit a Jihadi Bucky's. Like I'm taller than that though, but that was very surreal. The first time I saw that picture, I was like, I never did that. What the fuck? that last Saturday was really insane. What the fuck? Right? Like
I remember that longest beep, and dear listener, you missed out. This was an elaborate plan that you got has clearly spent a lot of time thinking about, and which of course we disavow entirely here on the podcast.
Of course, it was a bit. It was a bit. Free speech. Is comedy illegal nowadays or something?
Yeah, I thought this was America.
Silenced on Netflix. Watch my comedy special.
Okay, here we go. Ep 186. Ice pick. Ooh. Sir.
My God.
Oh my God!
But he's not going to find social planning. There's 70,000 communities just in this one city that he lives in.
He's in Armenia. I knew it.
I knew it.
No, you was Armenian. But what was I going to say? You unlocked a memory I had, or a memory of just something that to me seemed very normal until it was clearly not normal. We're talking early 2000s sanctions Iraq right now. Heavy American sanctions Iraq. We would have to go and drive to an ice store to pick up ice.
Yeah.
And by ice, I mean we pick up a huge block of ice. Like
so cool.
Like a meter and a half by like 60 centimeters wide, or something like that, or maybe wider, probably a meter and a half by a meter, maybe. Huge fucking blocks of ice. Right.
Do they have the big like ice tongs where they grab it and then like lift it out and then they split it with like?
They had the thing that they picked that they killed Trotsky with, the ice pick.
An ice pick.
Pick it in the middle. That's some strong ice. It break. You would just pick it and it would stay.
Yeah. They would, what's it called? And they would have the clips around and then they lift it.
Hakeem's eyes glisten every time he sees the pick go in.
I love it. Oh my God! Right then I knew.
I don't think we asked at the time, how did you transport that?
You have like a big styrofoam box.
Okay, so like a little cooler. Like a
little cooler thing. Okay. And you bring the seats down in a car, or you just like mash it in the hole between, with cars that didn't bring the seats down. You'd mash it through. So it's between like the kids sitting in the back seat and the driver, and it's going from the
size
from the
of a body,
you know. Yeah, exactly right.
In Iraq, we have place for ice or body. Yes, yes.
I was because that's better than what I was imagining, which was the windows down and it being lashed to the roof of the car with some rope just dripping the whole way.
You would not have an ice block left.
That was literally racist.
Yeah, by the time you get home, there's nothing there. It's like, where'd it go?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, they have another donkey behind them and they put the ice on the donkey.
He drinks up all the water. That's what happens. That's what we call water cooling. Maybe that's all right.
All right. Well,
and the last one.
Looking at the last one here. Wow, we are just about to hit 2 hours, dear listeners, and we're gonna play you out with everyone's favorite. This was when we were on location in some mysterious land, and I left the little Osmo, the camera that we used to record our in-person things. I left it running because I forgot. We were like, oh, thank God the episode's over, and I just got up and left. And a minute later, Hakeem just starts singing the Soviet anthem, and it was all captured on camera. So here you go.
Enjoy.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us for 200 episodes. Please enjoy this rousing rendition of the USSR anthem.
200.
See you next time.
Through days dark and stormy, where great Lenin led us, our eyes saw the bright sun of freedom.